What's up, y'all? It's your guy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. We are back, baby, with some MMA full card predictions for UFC Vegas 91. Nicolau versus Alex Perez. Is this the greatest card ever assembled, like UFC 300? No. I would say no to that. But yeah, man. I can't wait to break down this card, give you guys my bets for this card, what I'm liking in terms of the line movement, and yeah, how I see this card kind of going. I think it's a good market from some spots. I know a lot of people, especially including me, took some big hits after UFC 300. It was not the greatest betting night for me, but in terms of actual enjoyment, it was good. So I would say this is a good bounce back card. Also, you guys know NBA playoffs have started, so I've been actually hitting that Heat money line lately. You know, so if you're into NBA or any stuff like that, I could totally DM you guys my bets on that. But I always give my bets out pretty open. But yeah, man, it is what it is. But yeah, man. I do have an actual little major announcement I will be making. So I am starting school, y'all. I'm going back to school. And so I am going to be restricted on a lot of time that I have. Obviously, these full card prediction videos will always be out. And I'll always do them. But so it pains me to say this, but a lot of my breakdowns that I would do, individual breakdowns, film study breakdowns, those are all going to have to take a bit of a break, at least for the next 6 months. I don't know how long this is going to take. At least, right? I still will be able to stream the pay-per-views and try to give you guys more consistent recaps. That's probably an area I've been kind of lacking in, but you're probably going to see at least one video a week from me instead of your 5 videos a week from me that you saw last week. It's just, you know, time and life, you know, it hits us all a little different. And yeah, man, I'm going back to school. I've been working basically the last 2 years. 23 years old, if you guys didn't know. I know I look like a goddamn homeless person right now. Need a haircut of dire needs, but besides that, I am a young cat, so I've been working, and it's time to go back to school. And yeah, I got to figure that out. So it is what it is, y'all. I am going to be doing that for the remainder of the year. And yeah, hope you guys can respect it. But yeah, obviously these full card predictions will still be intact as always, and we'll be doing this on the regular. But yeah, so let's talk about this card, man. I think it's a decent card, and I think there's going to be some really good fights here. Let's start off with the curtain jerker. Oh, no. Hold up. Before we get into the curtain jerker of the night, do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing, y'all. All right, curtain jerker of the night. Machado versus Gabriel Benítez. Mowgli. I mean, obviously they have interesting enough, they have Machado as the minus 210 favorite here, and they have Gabriel as a plus 170 dog. I don't disagree with the. I don't disagree with it to a certain degree. I am high on Machado. I think he's a good, capable striker. I mean, he fucking smoked Mr. Steve Garcia, who's been on a bit of a streak of himself of winning. He lost to some really good guys, and Rafa Garcia and Borchev, who I feel like are kind of gatekeepers of the lower, like, top 20 of lightweight division, of the lightweight division guys that can really make a push, but just certain little intricacies of their game just don't allow them to make that push. But yeah, decent fighters that he's lost to. He's super young. He's 24 years old, has a lot of potential. And I think he can actually be a really, really good fighter in this division. I think Mowgli, we know what he comes with. We know what he's good at. He comes and brings the pressure every time. Like, he just always does it. Here's the thing. 35 years old. He's been knocked out before viciously. in that what's the guy's name? Onama. Yeah, in that fight, David Onama, and he just got smoked. It was 2 years ago, but he's been smoked before. He got a beat down of a century from Billy Cortillo. A lot of people forget about that. That was horrible. And then just his last fight, losing to Jim Miller. I mean, it was good while it lasted for him, but ended up being bad near the end. And it's just one of those things where I just don't know where Mowgli's at mentally at 35 years old. I don't know what his aspirations are in the sport. And I don't know if it's just to get a check. I know one thing for sure, Machado is a young man, and he has every will of trying to be a world champion. I don't know if he's ever going to reach that, that mountaintop, and which I highly doubt it, probably. But he has those aspirations, and I just think the youth is going to be a little too much for Mowgli here. Do I have anything on Machado? No, I don't. Is he a good parlay piece? I would say so. I am not going to put him in no parlay. I don't really trust him in this spot here. I kind of want to just observe and see where he's at, and then kind of judge him later. But he did suffer a bit of a KO loss in his last fight, so I don't know where he's at mentally. But I think he should win this fight. Mowgli's pretty decently durable, but he does get hurt. I could see Machado dropping him a few times and then winning a decision. Should be a good fight though. But I wouldn't be surprised if that motherfucking AKA Killer Mowgli goes out there and puts on the beatdown of a century. But yeah, next fight, Ivana Petrović versus Liang. I mean, I think Nalong. I think that's how you say her name. Nalong, whatever her name. Dragon Girl. Dragon Girl. Interesting nickname. She had a spectacular fight in her debut in the UFC against Ariane Lipski. I don't know how to say that girl. The girl with the 10-inch biceps. That girl. They went to war. I'll never forget that. That was actually pretty fun. But I mean, odds kind of show you how people feel about this fight. I mean, Petrovic's coming on as a minus 450 favorite here. Over Liang being plus 35 or 350 or whatever, 350. However you want to look at it. I think it's just an average female fight here. Got nothing on it. You can't trust females to obviously fight at their price tag. And I mean, I don't think I want to be in the not long business, but I mean, it's kind of dog or pass here. I could care less whoever wins this fight. But I mean, Ivana Petrović, she's coming off a loss, has something to prove here. I think she wants to win this fight, so we'll see. But yeah, I got Ivana Petrović here, probably by decision, but wouldn't be surprised if the Dragon Girl gets the upset of the century. But yeah. Next fight, Ketlen Souza versus Mannic. Man, let me see if they have this fight lined. Oh, they do not. Sadly, they do not have this fight lined on my little betting site. Oh, they don't have it updated. Shame on them. Oh, no, do they? Ah, they do. My bad. Ketlen Souza comes in as a minus 325 favorite, and Mrs. Mannic Man is a plus 260 dog here. Again, another female fight, and I feel like both of them are not going to fight at their price tag, especially Mrs. Ketlen. I don't think she's justified a minus 325 favorite, but it's female MMA. She is better than her. But that's about it. She's coming off a loss to Karine Silva via submission. Obviously, both girls were just not, in the same playing field in terms of skill level, and Silva was able to take advantage of that. So yeah, and then Man is also coming off a Josephine Cutson beatdown. Josephine put on a beatdown on her, just was the way better MMA fighter, just showed levels. So it's kind of one of those weird situations where both girls are coming off losses. It's just who lost worse and who is worse. It's kind of one of those weird situations, and I just think Ketlen Souza is less worse than Mannic Man, and I don't have nothing on this fight. Again, I'm probably going to be doing other stuff while this fight's going on. But no disrespect to these great female warriors. It's just yeah, you're not gonna get my attention. I can promise you that. But I got Souza here, probably by decision. You know, if it's a female fight, it is going to decision. That is a fact of life. All right. Next fight, Dontel Mays versus Machado. Interesting fight here. Machado got pieced up by that boy Mick Parkin. Dontel Mays here is coming off a loss of Rogerio Nascimento, who will be main eventing a fight night against Derek Lewis. Mr. Baldman. Baldy, are you okay? You know, off topic, it's kind of funny. Dana White was making that little video about roasting people that were, like, I guess, talking shit about UFC 300. Okay, all right, go ahead. Are you going to roast the people that are making fun of fucking Derek Lewis versus Rogerio Nascimento? For your St. Louis main event, buddy? Like, what the hell? Go fix your fight nights, all right? Don't be too proud about a fucking phenomenal pay-per-view. Fix your fight nights, buddy, all right? But yeah, besides that, here's the thing. I think Dontel Mays, he's a very interesting guy. He does a lot of kind of like semi-good things, and I think this might give him the edge here. He's a little more UFC experienced. He's fought some better competition, but I'm just never ever super impressed with Dontel Mays. Like, I can tell he has some little cool, like, intricacies to his game and his skill level that he likes to add, but obviously there is a level that he cannot surpass in terms of skill and in terms of ranking. And that's the thing. And Machado, I don't know, man. He's a Brazilian kid. I think he lost just a guy that was better than him, but I don't think that's going to be a staple of his career where, oh, he's not good. I just think he just fought someone that was just a little better than him, and he has a lot more potential to get better. Dontel Mays is a little older, and I just don't know what the ceiling is for Dontel Mays necessarily. And I think maybe he just hit his ceiling. This Machado kid, I think his ceiling's a lot higher. And I could see him winning this fight. I'm going to stay safe here, and I'm just going to pick Dontel Mays, and obviously this will be another aspect of watching the fights and just seeing what I can learn from this and see where Machado's truly at. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dontel Mays shits the bed, but he's usually good at winning fights after coming off a loss. And I mean, he's obviously going to be the vet here, and he's going to have to show it. So I got Mr. Dontel Mays here by decision. And yeah, man, obviously near even fight. I mean, it's basically I pick 'em odds. I could see Mays shitting the bed here. Machado could win, but I like Mays' striking technique to a certain degree, and some of the things he implements in his game. And yeah, it's very interesting. Next fight, do they have this lined? Austen Hubbard versus Michael Figlak. Oh, do they not have this fight lined? That'd be very sad. Oh yeah, they do. Okay. Austen Hubbard is the plus 125 dog here against Michael Figlak. I know Hubbard's coming off an embarrassing loss, but I think Hubbard's an experienced guy, man, and you start doubting this kid, man. I just don't think it's the right move. I know Figlak. I was kind of high on him before his first Yam fight. I mean, he looked good in a lot of his fights prior to the UFC. I liked his game, but Austen Hubbard's a grinder. You know what I'm saying? Good wrestling, and decent striking, and good cardio. One of those things I like about him. He's just a workhorse kind of fighter. And I got Austen Hubbard by decision. Do I got a unit on him? Most likely no, but I might hit a prop bet that this fight does go the distance. So let's see. I might do that. But that's about it. But I do like the Austen Hubbard side. And yeah, I think he is the side here. I just think the wrestling output and just overall UFC experience, I think is going to help him here. He's fought some really decent UFC guys. We kind of know what Austen Hubbard's good at. And yeah, I think it should be interesting. But I know he's coming off an embarrassing loss in his last fight. against Kurt Holloway, but I think that doesn't determine how good he is necessarily because of one bad night. I think Austen kind of shows who he is, but I mean, it could be a good fight though. Wouldn't be surprised. Next fight, Rani Yahya versus Victor Henry. Probably one of my favorite fights on the card. All right, this one right here is gonna be a classic, right? You have Victor Henry as a -500 favorite. Rani Yahya has some real potential to be a true leader of the free world. I'm not 100% sure if he's gonna be that guy. But why fucking not? I'm throwing $25 on Rani Yahya's money line. Why fucking not? I don't care. Victor Henry has not truly impressed me in this sport. I really, truly believe he's had one good professional fight here, and that was against Ronnie Barcelos, and that's it. Victor Henry, I could see him falling to the trap that Rani Yahya presents. I know he's 39 years old, but Victor Henry is 36, bro. I am not impressed by Mr. Henry. I am not. I say, why the fuck not? This is probably one of my favorite fights of the card right here. I love how Rani Yahya fights, bro. They're like, dude, his Ho Kang fight. Oh, that was prime MMA right there. The single leg was there. It's money, bro. Pulling guard, money. I know he's coming off a bad KO loss, but it's Montel Jackson. Obviously, fringe, top 15 guy, trying to make his way up. No shame there. But Mr. Yahya, it's a wrap, Mr. Victor Henry. It's a wrap, bro. I do not think Victor Henry can ever say he's truly a -600 favorite. I don't think he is. Unless he goes out there and knocks him out. What is he going to do? Output Mr. Yahya? What is he going to do with the single leg attempts that are coming out of nowhere? I just don't think Mr. Victor Henry should ever in life be -600 over anybody at this point, okay? I just don't. He's a good fighter. I'm not gonna say he's not. Don't get it twisted. Barcelos' performance really good, but we found out Barcelos was past his prime. Tried to be blonde that fight, just wasn't a good look, right? Wasn't a good look. All right. Overall, Barcelos, I think big like fan base was trying to push him. Market overcorrection on his skill set of just being a wrestler but never uses it. A lot of things went into the Barcelos hype train, right? That just didn't pan out, okay? It's okay. It happens. We see a lot of talented guys come and go, and they never reach their potential. Victor Henry just won a fight. That's it. I don't think he's going to look that good here. I really think, why the fuck not? Victor Henry might go out there, beat him. So what? You live for moments like this. Why miss the opportunity to be a part of the Victor Henry fate? But yeah, I'm taking Rani Yahya by submission in the second round. I think it would be fucking comical if this happened, and I would enjoy every second of it. But yeah, next fight, Tim Means versus Uros Medic. So I'm more confident here in Mr. Uros Medic here. I got him, and I got him in a parlay, and I also have a money line bet on him. I think he wins this fight pretty definitively. I mean, the line kind of shows how we all feel. I mean, -285 against a +225 dog here. Tim Means obviously looked really good in his last fight against Andre Fialho, but he was losing that fight before he was winning, to be honest here. And Uros Medic is coming off a loss against a really good grappler here. Besides that, though, has looked like a good striker in his welterweight fights against Matthew Sellensberger, Omar Morales. I mean, well, his Sellensberger fight, actually, not the Omar Morales fight, but still, he's obviously a good striker. I know a lot of people kind of shit on him because the Jalen Turner loss, but I think it is what it is. Is he fragile? A little, but Tim Means is like fucking 40 years old, y'all. All right, this kid's 31, entering his prime. It's just a different world we're living in. And I think he's a good spot here. I got him over Mr. Tim Means, probably by TKO. Say in the second round, but should be a good fight though. But yeah, I got a unit on his money line, and I got him in a parlay, and I'll tell you guys who I got him with. But next fight, Jonathan Pearce versus David Onama. This is an interesting fight. I am stuck in a hard place, y'all. I do not like JSP. Sorry. Bless your boy, eBay. I do not like JSP at all. And I enjoyed every second of what Brito did to him. But I also think David Onama is not good. I do not think he's that good. No disrespect to Mr. Onama. But Onama's performance against Gabriel Santos, obviously he got the uppercut. Celebration was stupid. But, I mean, losing to Nate Landwehr the way he did. And then, I mean, the Mason Jones fight, we got out-wrestled there. I know what Onama brings to the table. Good power, legitimate striking, decent grappling. He's able to scramble. But JSP be cooking fools to the bone. Alright, that's what he does. I don't like the guy one goddamn bit. But that's what this kid does. He cooks people to the bone. And he was winning that Brito fight. Before he lost. Beautiful day. I think he's gonna go out here trying to get that W back. He's on a really good win streak at the time. I think he just goes out here, out grapples Mr. Onama to a 30-27 decision. I'm pretty confident he does it here. And yeah, I mean, is there a possibility of a knockout? Yeah. Do I have anything on the fight? No, I don't. I don't trust either of them, so I won't waste my time. But I'm pretty confident Pearce gets the win. But yeah. Next fight, and to end my parlay of Mr. What's the guy? Uros Medic is the next fight. Jhonata Diniz versus Austen Lanes. I think Jhonata Diniz also got a unit on his money line as well. Is gonna knock out Austen Lane in impressive fashion. I think him and Medic get the victories there. I think this kid has a lot of potential to be something in this heavyweight division. And yeah, I think he knocks out Austen Lane. Should be an interesting fight though. I think leg kicks will play a factor. I love how he feints the knee, then throws his barrage of combinations. Obviously, good kickboxer. I talked about him prior. I think in the beginning of the year, I talked about guys to look out for, dark horses to look out for, and I think he's a legitimate dark horse in this division, and someone to look out for, and probably a profitable fighter to look out for. Now, Austen Lane, does he have the chance to upset and ruin eBay's day? Of course, it's possible, but I got Diniz here by first round TKO or KO. But yeah, I think he wins this fight pretty convincingly. But should be an interesting scrap though, nonetheless. And yeah. And next fight, Karine Silva versus Ariane Lipski. I got Silva here. I think Silva's gonna end the Lipski little 3-fight win streak, little run that she was on. I think it's a wrap. It's donezo. And yeah, I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck. I got Silva here probably by second round submission. We know what Lipski's good at, striking. You know what she's bad at, wrestling. And grappling overall. I think that just plays in Silva's game. I'm not going to talk too much about it. There's nothing really to talk about. But yeah, that's just how I feel. But yeah. Next fight, Ryan Spann versus Bogdan Guskov. I say Ryan Spann's the side would never ever put a cent on this fight because the amount of brain cells and chromosomes here, it's kind of crazy, bro. You can't trust either of them. If there's ever negative fight IQ for both, goddamn, we're in competition. But I think Guskov is decent. I think he has some potential in this division. I thought a lot of people were disrespecting Volkan Ozdemir, but when he fought Zach Puig, hey, he did his thing. But yeah, he is coming off a loss to Mr. Ozdemir. Kind of got embarrassed there. But Spann, he's an athlete, man. Obviously, glass cannon. He throws a lot, but can't take a lot. But I mean, he's improved a lot since his since that loss to really Johnny Walker. I mean, that was, or Anthony Smith. The Walker and Anthony Smith losses. He seems like he's gotten a lot better. I mean, the Incutlaba victory and then the Dominic Reyes KO, impressive showings. The Nikita Krylov fight. I mean, those guys were going back and forth. Ryan Spann has looked really, really good, and ultimately, I thought he won his last fight against Anthony Smith. I thought he was robbed. I thought that was clear as day. Highway robbery. It was highway robbery. But yeah, I that's what I thought when I saw that fight. Obviously, they ran it back. Obviously, in that Max Holloway Korean Zombie card. So it is what it is. I think Ryan Spann's getting better. He's 32. He's fought a lot of high-level guys. I think this kid is getting a big jump up. I like Guskov, and I think he's going to be here for a minute, obviously. But I think Spann here, probably by submission, is the side, of my humble opinion. And yeah, I'm probably going to put money on him to get the sub in the second round. So it should be an interesting fight. And in the main event, Nicolau versus Alex Perez. I'm high on both these guys. I love Alex Perez. I am so torn on this fight, man. Real talk. I think Perez needs this win, but Nicolau, I just think is a little better. It's going to be 5 rounds of fucking phenomenal action. I'm going to be rooting big time for Alex Perez here. Big time. I thought he truly went out there and gave Muhammad Mokaev a fucking good fight. A lot of you guys told me it was insane to think Alex Perez had a shot, and he showed who he was. It is what it is. I think Perez is a really good fighter. I really do. I really do. But I just think Nicolau, he's just better. I just think he's better. I just really do. It's going to be interesting. I'll be rooting for Perez here. I'll be so happy. I don't have anything really on the fight necessarily in terms of units. It's kind of like one of those things. Just like there's a part of me that's like max bet Alex Perez, but nah, I'm not gonna be doing that. Or I'm not too high on Nicolau. I mean, coming off a loss of Brandon Royval, that really killed me, man. Seeing him get knocked out like that was horrible. But he's taking a lot of time off. I just think he's going to be the better fighter here. Really good lead hook, counters that he likes to throw. Really good jiu-jitsu. Both guys are going to be coming. Well, it's not going to be that, honestly. Both guys are going to be throwing a lot of good heat. But Alex Perez is obviously going to press the action. Nicolau is going to be on the outside looking for counters. It's going to be interesting, but it's kind of one of those weird situations where I think Perez is going to try to press, maybe wrestle a little bit here. But I just think Nicolau has the better boxing, and I think his jiu-jitsu is good enough to keep this on the feet or, you know, threaten submission. So I got Nicolau here by decision. Should be a good fight. Can't wait for it. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all and goodbye. Oh yeah, shout out to the guy. I don't know if I said it in the UFC recap video. Oh, I didn't do actually a UFC 300 recap video. I don't know. You guys probably seen it in my community section. But shout out to SR3L King or whatever his name. He won the $100 UFC 300 giveaway. He got 4 out of 5 picks right. He did pretty good. I sent it via PayPal. Wasn't the funnest thing in the world to do. I thought it would have been easier, but hey, it is what it is. I did that. But yeah, shout out to him. He won it. If you guys wanted to know who won it, he did. Hopefully I can do those more in the future. We can do like maybe cooler things like packages or certain items you can, or UFC material posters. I got a bunch of them here. You guys could go win. Obviously you guys won't be using mine, but something I can buy off the internet and obviously put it as a giveaway. But yeah, man, he won. But yeah, that's about it. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. UFC Vegas 91 will be a banger, y'all. Can't wait for it. Love y'all and goodbye. We're back, baby. The UFC is back. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all and goodbye.
Channel. I'm gonna go check that out. And hey, subscribe to eBay's Fight Prediction. Let's keep the eBay Fight Predictions Nation growing.